Well, if Marvel's not going to let him do it, then I will, because it perfectly explains how I feel about the series. Wow. What's happening, my film friends? Dave, the film junkie here. All right, just finished watching the finale of Loki, and thought I'd just shoot a quick review. Not do it like the normal way I usually do it, like kind of like just right after and with my phone and everything. But this is going to be a full-on review of the pretty much the whole series, and then stay till the end, or jump forward, where I'll talk about the spoilery stuff. Where we see exactly what happens and where the series goes. I thought the series was great, to be honest. I mean, where do I fit it with the other two series that have been there? I think I definitely I liked it better than Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Not sure how I feel about it when it comes to WandaVision, because WandaVision was pretty solid, even though it had that pretty disappointing, boner joke. Luckily, that didn't happen here. That's what's good. Didn't happen here. It was just all around. This series was just fascinating, interesting. Love Tom Hiddleston. Obviously, when we talk about, because let's face it, when it comes to the MCU, the villains can lack a little bit, but we always would say that Loki was like the standard. And then, now people could say Thanos is a little better, because let's face it, he was pretty, he was pretty legit when it came to him and everything. But when it comes to Loki, he was always a fascinating character. And that's what I liked about the show, because, we all know he's like an anti-hero. He's a villain. But at the same time, he's got like a soft spot. We've seen it throughout other movies. And, with this series, it was basically him trying to, figure out himself, as well as, meeting the different variants. And of course, you had Sylvie and everything. And I mean, I don't know what else to really say. I mean, I like Mobius. Of course, we have Owen Wilson. I thought their dynamic was pretty great. I mean, the whole thing, you kind of were scratching your head the whole time while watching it. But I think the biggest, and I mentioned this many times in my little reviews, was the fact that Natalie Holt, she did the score for this series. And I think the score was absolutely like this. It was super strong. Probably one of the best scores of the entire MCU. So I thought that was great. So, but just talking about the series in a whole, it's great. And basically there's going to be a season 2. It does get, there's nothing spoiler about that. I think we all kind of assume that it wasn't going to be a one-off like WandaVision was. That makes sense as a one-off, but it's going to be interesting to see where they go forward, because we know that a certain character's teased in this, and kind of he's supposed to be in somewhere else. So yes, it does kind of set up that timeline, I guess you could say. But yeah, overall good. Now to talk about spoilery stuff. All right, you've been warned. 3, 2, 1. So Kang the Conqueror. Yes, obviously they meet him at the end with Jonathan Majors. Very well done. And he kind of just explains everything. It's a lot of he does talk about what could happen and how he knows it all, and then all of a sudden he reaches the point where he doesn't know everything, and we kind of wonder what is exactly going to happen. Sylvie, of course, couldn't restrain herself. Loki tried to. Nice little fight at the end right there, and then she sends him off and then kills Kang. And, well, let's just say the timeline branches off like crazy, and kind of figured that was going to happen. And pretty much different variants of Kang are going to be showing up, and they're going to be, wanting to, well, it's in the name, conquer. What I did not see coming is the fact that when he went back to the TVA and then he approaches Mobius and the agent, I forgot what her name is, they have no idea who he is. At first, he was like trying to explain it, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Who are you?" Blah 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 blah, and you come to that realization, which was a nice little twist. I went, "Oh, interesting." And then he sees the statue of Kang right there, and so now it's like, all right, now we got the pretty big baddie, because the Kang that they were talking to was kind of likable, and he warned them, but it's like, is he lying? Is he not? And then of course, the theory about Miss Minutes. I mean, there still could be more there, because obviously there's going to be a season 2. I thought that was cool. That's the post-credit scene, or the mid-credit scene, where they put a stamp on Loki will return in season 2. So that's cool. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. And then of course, Kang is supposed to be in the next Ant-Man movie. So I guess it all ties together. But I guess when you see the flow, the time, and it starts branching off like crazy, that's pretty much setting up What If, I guess, right? That's supposed to be happening next month, which I'm pretty excited about. But yeah, overall, Loki, very solid. Really enjoyed it. I don't think there was any mishaps, to be honest. I don't think there was anything too disappointing or anything. Well, that was good. So there you go, guys. Let me know your thoughts about it down below. What did you think of Loki season 1? And what did you think about the ending? Yeah, I know some people are probably, it was kind of boring. It dragging along. Yeah, I get that. It was slow at times, but at the same time, I appreciated that. It's like I don't need action in my face all the time. Sometimes. So let me know down below, please, and hit that like, thumbs up, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button, hit that join button if you want to join, or if you want to join the Patreon, that is down there too. And then, of course, I got merchandise in the Film Junkie closet down below. Bring on What If. All right, guys. Talk to you later.